Tino out. The captain. Slivka steadies himself at position 1. Leon starts as the front court receiver, sure that he's going to receive some fire from the service line this evening. The battle between Mosic and Leon will be one to watch. So we are underway in the EuroVolley 2023 Final Four with Slovenia in blue, Poland in red on the left-hand side. And it's Wilfredo Leon that gets us underway with a high swing into the angle. Never won a European Championship since transferring to Poland. This would be a good place to start. Service in to a good position, position 1, and all of a sudden Poland, Slivka again setting to Leon, who stays high. And Rok Mosic with his first swing of the game. Good cover. For the second rally of the match, it's an outstanding one. Slovenia are on the board through Klemen Čebulj. Well, Čebulj and out, and Mosic have been the 3 top scorers in no particular order the whole way through this competition, and they've started every single match for the Leon. Got set every ball, but Wilfredo Leon has started as he means to go on. Good tempo of the pass. He gets it straight back and beats Payeng for speed to the wing. Secrets from Slivka to Leon. Kaczmarek, who took a while to warm up in the Champions League final for Zaksa, but when he did, he took Zaksa the whole way with him. And that's a one-on-one on the wing. It's a beautiful swing. Leon the target once again with the pass. We'll see a lot of that this evening, keeping Kaczmarek quiet by serving Leon. If they can disrupt the pass of Leon, they'll fancy their chances here, Slovenia. But also by serving him, might just make it tougher to get the ball to Kaczmarek on the right side. Mosic into the net this time. Who, speaking to Slovenian beach volleyball player Nate Zemjak earlier on in the week, told me that Mosic could jump serve a ball over the net before he threw a ball over the net, which is absolutely outstanding. Into the net this time. Three in the pass with Slivka now to pass on the left side, front court receiver Leon with the pass, and Kaczmarek does hammer the ball to the line this time. Nice wide set. Poland have started well here, and this has the recipe. To be another legendary evening of European volleyball. Grbić, perfect pass through the middle. And Payeng manages to dial the ball away from the body. Grbić can take a lot of credit here. Really relaxed against the Korenovsky serve. High, the ball's in front, it's quick, and he challenges Slivka, who has the more ground to cover, to penetrate with the hands. Service out the back. Both teams playing good volleyball early on here. Kledzu, who will know so much about Slivka. So much about Semenuk and Kaczmarek, the players that were in his team when they won the Champions League. This time to the right side, Mosic with an absolute thunderous swing. And this evening, wondering if the young man comes to the party. Slivka again pinching into the middle, leaving a free net to Rok Mosic, and he will not need to be asked twice to hammer that ball away. Slivka pinching with the middle early on. We saw it previously. Zatorski pops it into Janusz. Slivka on the right side, hammers it away. Poland, Slovenia matching each other here early on. Deception there from Janusz to make it look like he's going to the middle before flipping it to Slivka was enough to make Kozemernik late to the outside. Two bronze medals for Slivka in the European Championships. 16 points against Belgium in the 8th final. And a break comes for Poland due to the good service pressure. Huber does a little bit of DIY here. Not the best contact, but he shapes it away from the opposition middle blocker, or lack of. Slivka again serves, playing 6 pretty high. He's back in to set the ball again. Third time, Slivka's had to step in. Kaczmarek turns straight to the fans, and they respond. Fantastic setting from Poland this time. It's Slivka again in the action. Spreads the ball both ways. It's perfection for Kaczmarek. Comes cross-body. Great run this from the Slivka serve. Hammer into the angle. Mosic back into familiar territory on the left side. Freed up and buries it into the sharp angle. Slivka now the target. Away from Leon, but Leon might get this one. He does. It's high and off the net. Straight into the block this time. Kozemernik gets his mitts on that one. Two up the first time. Zatorski does a great job to cover under the block, but Leon's fed a little bit inside. Kozemernik seals the block wonderfully well. There's around, I'd say, 100 Slovenian fans, maybe more behind me, and now put on the floor, as they really do get behind their fans or their team in these big occasions. Tip through this time. Ball, and the 3 big threats for Slovenia have started this game really nicely. Čebulj out. Rok Mosic. Janusz this time on the floor. Battling eyes of Kozemernik. Tina and out. Very much the leader of this team. Leon. That's a massive blow from Leon. Pass was fast and straight, and this time he draws it. Looks like it was going out. Tina and out just stuck an arm at it. There's a touch off the block in the end from Kozemernik. Leon. takes his first block of the evening on Rok Mosic. Huge play. Mosic tries to go off body to the line, and Leon is absolutely huge. He has it covered. He is a big boy up there. Leon, what a pipe attack that is. Poland have kept that one alive. Leon on the chase. Kovacic, good free ball. Mosic again goes higher this time to avoid the block of Leon. Slivka's flaring it in the setting position as well, and he thought he nailed it, but he's overset it the wrong side of the sideline. He's having to set a lot of ball from 6, and you have to say you've got to give him a 10 for creativity and for effort as well. Just chuck it out there to Leon. Kosmernik float serve onto Leon as the front court receiver. Through the middle, Poland go. Karnowski, best middle blocker in the VNL. Absolute thud of the swing. Kazmarek out the back. Well, Kazmarek 21 points against Serbia, 16 against Belgium, 12 way through, but he was on the bench against Denmark, didn't play against North Macedonia. 17 points against the Netherlands and 14 against Czech Republic. More joy on the outside for Leon, who so far has been unstoppable. Yes, he's missed one, but just been too high, too physical. And the great thing for Poland and for Grbić is they managed to give players a rest throughout this competition. Yes, this is their first 6, but obviously there's a pure game there of Macedonia where Bartosz Kurek played, scored 13 points. Slivka was rested games against the Netherlands and Macedonia, or Northern Macedonia, and Leon also rested in that game as well, and also against Montenegro. So managed to rest some of the more influential players of this team. And Grbić was saying yesterday that he has a long bench, so he has to try and figure out a way of keeping everybody not just happy, but he says, I have world champions on the bench, I have European champions on the bench, and just people who have achieved so much. Chases on, passes out of system. Great chase down from Kovacic, free ball. And back to the right-hand side. Kazmarek. You give Poland a free ball, and they'll make you pay. Chase from Kovacic, full pace into the advertising board, but from this situation, you put your house on Poland scoring. Poland have taken the initiative here in Rome. Has a world-class serve, as all players have at this level. Good timeout from Kletsu, who's taken a really imposing sort of stance looking through the net, watching everything that Poland are doing, and then relaying every message to his team with the clipboard as a little bit of a cover. Payeng. He's had fabulous career-defining moments in the European Championship. Slivka stays high off the hands, and from Slivka, what we see so often is him speed, his arm up, he starts a real straight approach, and that's so the ball drifts across him onto his hitting window, and then he can turn it. 13 points for Slivka against Serbia. Mosic off the block and out of play. Slivka admits his touch. Mosic again just staying high. Look how much it means to the Verona man. Leon served inside. Janusz, speed to the width. And that's smart. The set's a little bit tight there from Janusz Womerfield. And when the ball is tight, that's the best time to look for the hands. One-on-one situation. Mosic goes chasing the ball. Gets wiped off. Oh, no touch at all. Slivka chops the serve to position 5 through the middle. Slovenia run again. Good passing. Kozmernik instrumental here. We've spoken about Klemen Čebulj and Mosic being great scorers in this competition, but he's reached double figures twice, Kozmernik, the middle in this competition. And all of a sudden, Slovenia start just pegging back. Grbić still seems incredibly calm on the side for Poland. Huber just going astray this time, but he's been really efficient through the middle. Leon's been struck to the left hand here. Pass has gone way off. This is a big opportunity. Post timeout. And it's Poland that hang on through the rally. A big opportunity for Slovenia here. And it's Huber that gets across to seal the block next to Leon. 2:07 means he can reach out of body a long, long way. Another block, but the ball's still alive. Kaczmarek celebrating, but there's still a point to win here. And it's Slovenia. The counter. There could be a challenge coming. And there is a challenge from Grbić. Rob Mosic shakes his head. Is absolutely sure that one's gone his team's way. $17-all. This is just the opening set. Pass off the net from Slivka, and maybe Leon is a little bit wound up now. Big high swing and jump from Leon. And in these situations, this is why he's so difficult to stop. It's a trump card that he can swing high. And even when the block is formed, they're not in the same airspace. Kaczmarek into the net this time. Two Polish fans travel from London to be here. Mosic, big serve from Rok Mosic. Janusz has had to chase after that one. What a play. Janusz has a little fist clench to himself, had to chase, pop the ball up, and this is why Poland are so strong. When they pass a little bit out of rhythm, they still have options, and a split in Kaczmarek and Leon that's so dangerous. They spent quite a lot of time this evening out of system, but they've still found solutions. Middles haven't had a lot of the ball so far. Four now coming in for Leon. It's just a substitute of dreams, isn't it? Four now, best player in Plus Liga last year, coming in for one of the best of all time, Leon, just to bring a little bit more stability to the reception. And in the end, the substitution has just broke the rhythm of the Slovenian serve. Four now and Slivka, enemies at club level, brothers in the national team. Three missed serves in a row. Spoiled this weekend for quality after the success of Brussels and Women's EuroVolley, where the level was just insanely high. Turkey are taking their first ever European Championships. Will Slovenia do the same here? They need two world-class performances. For now, off the bench, passes out of rhythm. It's another one that goes astray, and Janusz pulls it back to Kaczmarek. Back onto the right side. It's a young substitute that's come off the bench in Nik Mijanovic with the first swing, but point goes Poland's way. Serves onto the middle, Kozamernik. Kaczmarek just pinching in, getting tooled off. Every time the ball's gone to Kozamernik so far, feels like Slovenia have been successful. Just feeding that middle is going to help Tina and out. Lose the middle blocker is going to hold Huber, and have a look at the way that Polish blockers are always pinching, trying to make their presence felt. Reverse to Slivka, has got the ball again on that right side where he can pick it early. Slivka again, looks for the hands. To no avail. I heard a sound on the way through. A leader of this side. Best setter 2021 European Championships. Katowice to the middle. They do get the ball to Huber here. Slivka on the right side, a little bit of a jump set pass, and it goes back out to the left. Bodies falling on the floor everywhere here. Slovenia are giving it everything defensively in the block. They're taking this game to Poland as Leon comes back in for 4 now on the front court. It's another dream substitution to reverse that one, isn't it? Leon back on the front. Now the fans start to make their noise as Slivka serves, but the speed and the width of the ball from Slovenia. They're carrying on the passes there. They've run the middle. They're making life difficult for Huber. He holds with the middle, and in the end it's a one-on-one situation. Fatino and out on the right side. Now and out back to serve. Slivka the target. Again, it's slightly off the net. Tip over the top from Leon. Everyone's expecting the big hammer from Leon. It's the tip that scores. Leon back on the front court. We've seen him go high off the hand so often that the blockers are going higher and higher. Then he can tip over the top. Huber. Powerful hybrid serve. Set point to Slovenia. But no one would be surprised if this went way into overtime here. Torski hasn't had much of the ball so far. Ball heads towards Slivka. They push Leon out of the pass to the middle this time. And they're out of sync. The ball's gone long. Look at Rok Mosic celebrating. Lifted off the floor. Slovenia think they've got this opening set here against Poland. We go to a challenge, but Grbić already has his back. I think he knows as well that the ball is out the back. No one from Slovenia looking nervous. Big time. Slovenia here so far. That one's missed by many a mile. And Slovenia go 1-0 up here in Rome. They've passed well, they've used the middle. 25-23, remember, they were 2 down, Kledsu called a timeout, and then things started to change. Kudos to Kledsu. 1-0 Slovenia. But this is a marathon, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a sprint. ...11 attacks, Slovenia to 17. This is really, really interesting. 12 errors from Poland tell you everything for set number 2. Slivka serving, Leon, Kazmarek, Janusz, Huber starting on the front. Slivka gets us underway with a good serve, and now this tip back, and Grbić was frustrated with that from Huber. 3 up, tip into the angle. Huber says, my bad. Slivka's serve managed to get the overpass. They can make the most of that, Poland. The reaction will be what Grbić is looking for here. Good speed of the pass. Oh, it's dunked! Oh my word! Rok Mosic has just absolutely dismantled Wilfredo Leon. Sit down and look at the eyes to match. Poland seems stunned here. Leon, oh! And that is one way to respond to being dunked. Just absolutely batter one into the angle. Passes on the money. One-on-one lay on. No problem. Service on the front court. Receiver again. Tina now on the pipe. They're looking for a challenge. They don't have much time to call it. Kaczmarek is really unhappy. Gets the ball to the head as well. And Slivka is in there just trying to calm down his Zaksa teammate. As Baywatch is echoing around the arena. There's one I've never heard at a volleyball event. And as emotions run high, the Baywatch theme tune seems the perfect soundtrack. Well, they're still looking for the challenge here, trying to figure out what's going on. Grbić is with the second referee. They're looking for a backline attack. Tina now is getting involved here, and Pajenk and Kaczmarek are at each other in the middle. Well, I'm going to need to have another look at this one as well. Point goes Slovenia's way. And I think you can understand why Poland are a little bit frustrated as the first pass goes. They have to be very, very careful now. And they get the block, and that might just fire them up. Hey, look at Slivka. The emotion's running high here. Kaczmarek's back laughing. And maybe it might have the opposite effect. And it might just get Poland into another gear here. If they needed a little bit of a shock absorber, that might have just done it. Dumped through the middle. Kornowski doesn't quite get out. Gap between the two blockers. Tipped away perfectly with speed. The ball moving quicker than the feet of the middle blocker. Čebulj also played at Shanghai, Trentino and Lube. That's an absolute ripper of a serve. A bullet from Čebulj. And Poland's pass is struggling with the heat from the service line of Slovenia. Slivka this time rocked back in the pass. And my word, the pressure's increasing. Another one. Čebulj has gone back and served Slovenia into a commanding lead off the left-hand side of Slivka. And now Poland have problems, real problems. And it's just sort of spiraled from there. They have to try and calm weather this storm from Slovenia. Čebulj's serve is absolutely outrageous at the moment, and Leon needs to come to the forefront of this game from behind the service line. Ten points in the opening set, 60% efficiency, 3 service errors in the opening set from 3. So now he's started to find his serve. First serve in of the evening for Wilfredo Leon after those 3 errors. And that's Grbić just getting caught with the handling. This game is wild. Hold on to your hats. And then we have Italy-France afterwards. Rogmosic in the pass. Well done from Grbić to bring that back in. And for the good work that Čebulj's done from the baseline, he can't put the opposition under any pressure there. Leon, who's decided huge matches with his serve in the past, is at it again. Mosic trying to hunt down the pipe as it goes to an out. That's a really good rotation for Slovenia with Mosic and out, and Čebulj in the 10 as well. But the timeout from Grbić has sparked a little bit of a revival here for Poland. What a run after the timeout. Leon starting to come to the forefront from the baseline. Kazmarek so high off of an out. Leon again. Good work though from Wilfredo Leon. 2 big service runs from both teams early on in the second set here. Plank also with a difficult serve, but he misses. Looking, well, he's a figure of frustration as he leaves the fray. Kowanovski, who's also struggled with his serve. 2 service errors in the opening set for Kowanovski. 2 points so far for him. Rogmosic stopped by Huber, who just goes and shouts and yells at the bench. Rogmosic tries to unleash, and the inside hand is so solid. Huber's time. Poland now in the lead from 6-2 down. Mosic again. Absolute. Oh, hang on. Slivka runs straight through Kledsu. And they know each other incredibly well from their club ties. But Slivka showing signs that he would literally run through another man for his Polish side. Ouch. Leon with the perfect pass. Leon with the perfect attack. Grbić straight back on the floor. And Poland have just turned this set on its head. Kozamernik commits with Huber. That leaves Leon open for business. What a game this game is already. Janusz into the this time, but Grzegorz Womack also on the bench. Fabulous setter as well. Great depth in that position, like every position. Tina and out to serve, and that's one thing. Slovenia, when it's not quite working for them, where do they go? Kazmarek from the left, it's a little bit off. There's a net touch, and there's a few smiles on the faces of Poland here as they get a decision to go their way. Bednarz, fantastic player, back in the Polish squad again. Didn't play against Serbia. Started in the third set for 6 points against Montenegro. 17 points against Northern Macedonia. Hasn't played apart from that. And is at Lyon in the thick of it again. He has absolutely delivered. Serving run of 3 and 4. 2 or 3 massive swings. Slivka. It's another one towards position 1. To the outside, one-on-one situation. Tip over the top, wide of the mark. Errors creeping in now from Slovenia. After only making 4 in the opening set, you feel like they're leaking a few here and there. We'll follow them everywhere. Kovacic, good spot. Kazmarek beaten in the block this time. Looked like he, we'll have another look. In the angle, absolutely. And he knows he was very close. This time, Torski off the net, Leon. Big slap from Leon, looking for a touch. He's got the touch. He's not missing at the moment, is he, Wilfredo Leon? Might have not had the best start to this game, but this second set has been the Wilfredo Leon show. Ropet now out of system. The ball's in a difficult position. Slivka, good reactions. Janusz has to put that in a position. What a set from Janusz! Marcin Janusz has just put Leon on the money from 9 meters off. What a set over the shoulder, and Leon will do the rest. Leon will get the plaudits. Janusz deserves a few for himself. Ropet away from the body. Tina and out, seen that swing so often. Charging on the pipe. Secret here is to stay out the middle with the attack. Blocks pinching towards 1. 5's open. Serve again, right to Slivka. He's getting a lot of the service pressure at the moment. Leon hammers into the angle. This is an outrageously good start to this Final Four of the European champs. And through the middle, Poland. They haven't quite managed to use the middle as often as they would probably like this evening. But again, scruffy stuff from Slovenia, who are now feeling the pressure. Playing, moving left to right. The left side's open of the Slovenian courts. What a pass from Tina and out. The service pressure is outstanding, but he holds his nerve and holds his platform together. It didn't break. Stays incredibly aggressive with the pass, and from there he can put the ball away. A little bit of a speed volley. Klemen Čebulj, 17 points also against Spain in this competition. And he's already served rockets in this set. It's another big one. And Leon does not miss at the minute. High off the hands, deep into the angle. It'll be a big sigh of relief for Grbić. Slivka again doing his absolute best, falling backwards. But to get Čebulj out of the service line will certainly suit Poland. Leon's back is ace from Leon. And from 6-2 down, Poland are now in complete control. Wilfredo Leon, his serving, 3 errors in the opening set, but he's found his rhythm here. 5 up, hammers again. Kovacic with the perfect pass. Great run, good defense, but it's out of play. Fornell coming in for Leon, the same substitution as we saw in the opening set. It's a good passing unit. Difficult for Fornell to have to keep coming in and out. Not quite being able to get his rhythm all the time, but Zatorski off the net. Another high ball to the wing of Slivka. Chops it back into the angle. Don't think Tina and out was ready for that one. Slivka's king at hitting cross body, but from that position where the ball's traveling over his right shoulder, to hit back into the angle is incredibly difficult. Straight approach again. It's a phenomenal swing from Slivka from a high ball situation. Koronowski. Now Poland is starting to find their service rhythm. Grbić is fuming about something here. Slivka can't kill it. Čebulj can kill it. Slivka's going to blow a gasket here. And he's one of the more friendly human beings. But he's really unhappy. Grbić also. Serve out the back, at least that slows things down. Talking to the referee and potentially just... Well, there's more problems here. Huber's giving some cheese from the referee here for not letting it go. He doesn't seem too fussed about it though, just a warning for Huber back to the middle. And one thing Poland have to be really careful of here is not getting too caught up with the referees and the external situations, because they're leading by 5. The more they get distracted, the more they might just let Slovenia back in here. Even not for this set, it might just give them some momentum for the next ones. Still 14 and out, fabulous player. And Kurek still barking courtside down here, looking for a foot fault there, but the ball's out the back anyway. Five behind with Slivka. That serve to one is dangerous, trying to stop the middle, but it's a fabulous play. You can see Slivka on the right side of your screen saying, let it go. If you look here, a lot of rotating parts to this one. Pass goes in for an out. It's a fabulous set from Ropet on the turn, fires it off the body. He didn't have a big window to set that ball to. Kozemernik does the rest. Good setting from Ropet. Leon high ball. Oh! Payenk puts Leon straight down on the floor. The flag's flying high. Leon's been stopped. Slovenia are getting their way back into this one. Trailing by 3. Leon in system. Kaczmarek's been scooped by Kozemernik. Satorski defending 5. High deep swing from Kaczmarek, who's not seen as much of the ball in this set. A lot of it's gone through Leon. 2-point game. And this is good character again since Poland started getting involved with the referee again. Grbić timeout. You can't see courtside, but Bartosz Kurek just turns and clinches his hands together. He knows that's a big one. It's a 3-point game instead of a 1-point game. Huber. Rocket of a serve from Huber. It's exactly what he's capable of. From the right side. Slivka with the defense. Janis just pops it out to Leon. Big rally this one. Second set goes Slovenia's way. And they are hanging on, building momentum, just nudging away at Poland here. Thread of the needle stuff from Leon. Forced through from Čebulj. Rogmosic. Had to go for it. Ropet comes back in for the substitute, Mijanovic. Leon on the front court. Out of system. Big service at a huge time. 3 up from Poland. That should do it here in the second. 23-19. It all started with the service pressure. Passes off the net. And that gives Poland a chance to get 3 up. Kołanowski, Leon seal it with Janusz. All from the serve of Kaczmarek. Straight pass, in system this time, 2 in the block. Chases on for Slivka, just tries to flip it. What a set that is from Slivka. But it's just out the back from Kaczmarek. Slivka trying to find his opposite man from club volleyball for the national team from way downtown. Leon. Big opportunity to get back to 2. Rok Mosic fires wide. 4 set points for Poland. Ball in or out? The challenge. Oh, hang on. It is just wide of the mark. Miss serve, a hitting error from Mosic. So fired up after that opening set victory. Emotions running high here in Rome for both teams. It means so much to them. Grbić calls a timeout. His second one of the set. Might just be a little bit too late. We could be here for a while yet, ladies and gentlemen. Poland taking their time to come back out to the courts. They've been patient here, Poland. Leon, 52%, 14 points already with the 2 blocks, but they have to be patient going 6-2 down, a set down. A few emotional roller coasters that they've been on, but Leon with the serve. It's a good timeout from Grbić. Just to stop the onslaught of Wilfredo Leon, especially when he's starting to find his rhythm. Alan Payink serving to stay in the set. Out the back, we go 1-1 here in Rome in the semi-final of the European Championships. Fabulous second set comeback from Poland, having gone 6-2 down. They win the second set comfortably. Great performance from Leon, certainly heating up. 25-21, we go into the third set. Well, the stats tell us everything. 6 errors from Poland. That's half the amount of the opening set. 13 from Slovenia. Mosic, Kozamernik, Ropet, and Tino and out. So it's exactly the same 6 again. Every set, it's looked exactly the same. The errors cut down by Poland in set 2, certainly the difference, but the errors also went through the roof from Slovenia. Let's see if that second set break did any of these teams any favours. Tina and out, going to get us underway. Big serve to Slivka. Slivka with a great pass, they use the middle. Janusz off the net, just really good swivel off the right foot to fire it into Norbert Huber. Incredibly good at that. Marcin Janusz, and Poland will be happy that they found the pass. The opening stages of set 3, and even happier that they managed to use the middle. Huber passes a little bit off, good speed to Čebulj. He goes fast with the tip through the middle of the block. Kowanovski doesn't close with Kazmarek. Huber serving to position 1. Just that ball travelling 8 or 9 metres, making it difficult for Kowanovski to get across. He's scrambling. And Čebulj is smart in these situations, knows exactly what tool to use. Leon the target. Maybe if they serve Leon, they can quieten him down. That is not the case. That is one of the swings of the evening from Leon. He is feeling it out here at the moment. Served inside, trying to take away these angles for him by serving him to the middle, but it's Leon, he's high, the line block is good, and just turns it into the angle. Powerful serve again, Tina now hunting down the pipe. Rok Mosic, shut down, someone's got to get it from Slovenia. Again, cover's good. Mateo DeCecco just saying that they needed to put everything into this, and you can see that already from Slovenia. Two big diving plays to keep that ball alive. One-on-one situation against Janusz. You always back Čebulj there. His most powerful lines facing into the angle with the upper body there, so Janusz makes a dive with the block on that line, and then it's hit back over that left shoulder, sort of like a secondary swing, but still just as powerful at this level, really. Leon, big serve. Remember, missed all three serves in that opening set. Leon obviously found a lot of heat in the second. Slivka puts the ball into a perfect spot from the inside. Kaczmarek chases on. Kovacic absolutely fuming with the advertising board for being there. It's not the advertising board's fault, mind you, but Slivka getting pinned to the inside. That's a phenomenal pass from there. Kaczmarek, ball's in front of him. Arm goes through the ball. Good speed of the arm. Karnowski replaced as he misses his serve by Zatorski. Payink, Janusz on the front court, Huber with him, Slivka as well. Leon's a target though. Oh, what a touch from Janusz. Both teams putting themselves on the line this evening. Through the centre. Is that touch from Janusz going to pay for Poland? Slivka, tomahawk, defense from Slovenia matching Poland. What a rally! And it's Slivka for the second time, crossbody into the angle. This from Janusz. Extraordinary. Slovenia absolutely matching them with effort all over the courts, but it's Slivka that puts it away. Janusz hunting the ball in the reception is Čebulj, and out, missing out into the angle, and all of a sudden Slovenia have to be slightly careful that they don't let Poland get on top of them. Janusz serving short this time on the middleman, trying to take Kozamernik out the game. Certainly does take Kozamernik out of the game offensively. A short ball back on Kozamernik, again to take him out the game. Front court setter, and it's Earnout just plays it into the angle again. Off body, difficult swing. You need a good arm swing that opens up. First time just had to recycle it. Took Janusz out of the game as a setter. It's interesting that they're going after Kozamernik with that free ball, even with a front court setter, to try and stop him offensively. Janusz, Slivka. We've seen that swing before. Slivka goes high and out the back. Great break for Slovenia. Powerful serving, but Slivka misses out on the hands. Roper. Slivka with the perfect pass into a good zone. Be happy about that one as people. Massive opportunity through the middle. And that's why Poland try and take him out of the offense. Kozamernik does not miss. Free ball situation. Good work to run around the setter from Kozamernik. Opens up his options. Storski into a good zone. Poland are starting to pass. Slovenia is starting to pass. We have a game on our hands. Will we see Semenyuk off the bench? We've seen 4 now. Slivka again from just left of centre. This time he goes to position 5. He said position 1 a lot in the last set. They're trying to tee up a block here off of Kaczmarek, but it's just tall from Rokmosic. Mosic does enough just to turn the ball over the left shoulder, which in turn turns it off the block and out. Kovacic, what a dig. My word, this game is starting to heat up at 8-7. Leon, Kovacic again. 2 outrageous digs. Kovacic with the free ball. The crowd are alive, watching everything. It's fantastic. But it's Huber that puts the ball away. Appreciation all round. Kovacic on the floor. And the recovery to get up and give the free ball is phenomenal. Huber stays smart though. At 2:07, height is your friend. Kovacic now having to receive. It's a good pass, just a little bit wide of where he'd want it to be, but a chance for Slovenia still to attack. Kaczmarek stopped. Cover from Janusz Slivka, loves coming in and taking control. That's good from an out. Hunting the pipe, Rokmosic. Excellent now defense work from Poland. Slivka, I think it was again. He's in the middle of everything, but Kozamernik gets him in the game. And he will not miss. He's been unstoppable. Kozamernik, 2 from 3 of the opening 2 sets, another 2 to add to that in set 3. Leon just tries to hit the leather off of it. And he does. He's very successful at that. Mosic goes for the big spread and says, I'm going to take everything. Angle and the line. Didn't quite close out. Leon went off the right-hand side. Mosic, big moments of this game if Mosic can get his serve going. Leon, Tino now just hits and plucks the ball up. It's outrageously good stuff. And then Kaczmarek looks to try and get one off the hand of Čebulj, gets one off the hand of Čebulj. All that momentum firing forward, taking off behind the 3-meter line. He's too fast and too powerful just for the drifting. Čebulj, who's also thinking about helping with the middle and having to get out very quick to block on the wing. Game-defining moments everywhere here as Leon is back to serve. A rocket of a serve from Leon, my word, 128 kilometers an hour. I don't know what's more impressive, the serve or the ability to side out from there from Slovenia. they'll be over the moon that they rotate round and they get Leon off of the service line. Look how much it means just to get Leon. Or to side out off one of his serves. Tied. 1 or 11 all. The next match starting 9 p.m. local time, but if this goes the whole way, we might just be a little bit late. Kovacic having a wonderful game back there. Tip. Not sure that Kazmarek was 100% certain about that one. Because actually now we have the stats from the second set. 11 points for Leon overall, 45% in attack. There's a 7 serves, now 2 errors for him. Granovsky 3 serves in that second set. So it's interesting to see that on an efficiency level that Leon was dominating that second set, but still only at 45% hitting efficiency. That obviously doesn't explain the whole game, as sometimes you have to go off hands and you have to make decisions that don't necessarily score the point, but it does give you a little bit more of an in-depth look. Good patience as the ball goes off the net band from Leon. Oh, hang on, someone's gone under the net here. This is not ideal. I think it's Gregor Ropet that's gone down. A little bit like Russo the other evening for Italy. It's not what we want to see here, as Slivka's the king at going off the hands. And just there. Let's hope he's okay. Such a key figure, an experienced figure for this team, but also Joroš Planinsic is known to be an incredibly hard worker, someone who's improving all the time in this setting role, and somebody who's very capable of coming in and leading this side. So Planinsic is in as Ropet gets a little look at from the physio court side. Disappointing for Ropet. And hopefully it's nothing too serious. Planinsic is now in, and he goes straight to Lokmosic, and he's been shut down. The cover is there. But it's all these little things that add up, and maybe now Poland feel that they have a slight advantage. Planinsic needs to find his rhythm pretty quickly in the setting position as he looks to communicate with Kozemernik and Kretsu. Janusz. Will continue serving. And let's hope the energy in this game stays the same, because it's been a brilliant advert for the sport here in Rome. Zatorski. managed to get across. Grbić is fuming on the side there. And then out goes off the hands. He's absolutely fuming, Grbić. And you'll see why. Stolski was in exactly the right place. It's just the touch that lets him down. And now it just sees the gap in between the block and just speeds the arm up to beat the block. And Grbić will be wanting to do anything he can to help his team over the line. Huber off the hands this time. Wider set. Kozemernik ends up chasing outside the body and can't quite penetrate as well. Slivka, Poland by 2. Again, that slippery serve to position 1, stopping the ball getting to Mosic on this left side. Oh, hang on. Both hands went out there, left and right. Huber says no touch. Kletsu is trying to figure out the situation. Čebulj was fuming out here as well. Big smiles from others though. Well, looking for the block touch. Kazmarek. No block touch. You could see it in his face, couldn't you? Slivka. So far being in the middle of everything. Alexander Slivka this evening. To the line again. This time. And out on the reverse set to position 2. Slivka now in the middle of its setting. Oh, over the top from Leon. Čebulj stays very deep. Looking for the touch off the hands. And it's the aggressive approach. As everything is going Poland's way again here. 17-13 now. Slovenia have to try and keep the energy. Keep firing it up. And go for every... Slivka, who's started to serve Poland into a little bit of a lead here. Now, big charge through 2 this time. Good awareness of the situation. Women out charging it through the space between the 2 blockers. Ace! And it's Tina now that starts to serve Slovenia back into this set. 1 kill, 1 ace. And it's funny how that might just start to change the course of this 3rd set. Leon passing off the net, goes with the tip this time. We've seen 2 or 3 different depths from Leon. Čebulj, what a dig from Slivka. He has been everywhere. Somehow he got his hands on that one. And it's Kaczmarek that puts it away. Slovenia playing good volleyball, but that dig from Slivka was on another planet. There's the tip. Kovacic has been everywhere this evening. And we won't get to see the dig from Slivka again, but it was very, very good. Čebulj, overpass, chance again. Janusz comes in, feeds the middle. Korenovski, who made an error. Set point down in the opening set, makes no errors this time. Since then, he's gone about his work really well. Through the middle of the block of Kozemernik, who's trying to take away 5 and 1 with the hands. And of course the Polish fans can smile again. They'll look for a touch here. Huber thinks it's in. Grbić is absolutely flying. Challenge is coming. Slivka's making sure that the challenge is the right one because there's been some indecision. And you just cannot believe that 2 years ago, Kaczmarek and Slivka didn't even start in this team. Kurek in the opposite, Kubiak on the outside. And 2 absolute legends. And the replay told us everything. It's a Slovenian point. Slivka on the money. 3 up. Chance now for Janusz. She goes back to Kaczmarek, who goes off the hands, and he pays a big smile towards Čebulj, who then has a little thing on the net. Kaczmarek is feeling himself out here. Knows exactly what he's doing. Comes in and just throws it off the outside hand. Kaczmarek knows that he's in the head of Čebulj on that right side. Now he has to try and make a point from the service line, out the back from the Zaxa opposite man. Rokmosic needs to go into hero mode to try and get his team back into this set. That's a good start with a good serve. Leon! He's certainly having a game to remember. Got his team through the second. And he's back at it again in the third. Keeps his hand in a really good neutral position as he draws it back, and it allows him to go either way. And now Leon back to serve. It's another big serve. Kovacic off the net. Where's this one going? It's going tight. That's where it's going. Big joust. Another opportunity. Čebulj shut down. Kovacic is there. And they're looking for 4 touches here. Poland, they get 4 touches. And Čebulj is a frustrated figure again. Kaczmarek smiling away. This was not the Poland at the start of the second set. Not the cleanest of touches. Leon 18. This time maybe the toss slightly too far into court for Leon. Fornell coming back in again just to do his passing duties for the side. Service into the net this time. And Čebulj might just be overcooked a little bit here. You can see how animated he is. Semeniuk coming in. Another nice substitution to make here. Janusz might just take a quick breather and then come back in. Karnovsky with a big serve. Brilliant work from Slovenia. Pajenk in the middle this time again, away from the body nicely. Service pressure was high. Semeniuk replaced again, or replaced by Janusz, who comes back in again. For now, receiving at position 6, Janusz back in the fray. Grbić didn't fancy Semeniuk having a few rotations as a setter. It's going back to Slivka here, has to chase after this one. It's a tip. He knew what he was doing there. There's a lift against somebody. Hang on, the referee's made a decision there, and then he's decided not to make a decision there. So that's interesting in its own right. I don't know what Kletu's going to be thinking. The referee blew his whistle, went to pull out an arm for a lift, and then he decided not to give it. And that's exactly what the Polish players are saying. He went to blow the whistle and then decided not to. Poland get a decision their way, and they end up building through the rally and scoring. Whether it was a lift or not, we'll never know. Well, that's even been challenged here. I mean, Poland have challenges to throw at it. In or out? Out the side. Planinsic will be back to serve. Four set points Poland. And another entertaining set here in Rome. Slivka. Fast volley. Something he's renowned for. He's been a real leader this evening for the Polish team, and they go 2-1 up, and they're on an absolute mission here now, Poland. They take the third set, 2 in a row now for them, and for Slovenia, without Gregor Ropet, everything seems to be just going slightly against them. Planinsic still in setting, so that's the only change. Čebulj, Earnout, Kozamernik and Rok Mosic. And again, just wondering where Slovenia, where they can go off the bench in these situations when they need to change something. Poland have such a force on the side, but it's Slivka who will get us underway in set 4. Will this be a set where Slovenia just go all out and try and upset this rhythm that Poland have created, but they don't give up on the intensity at the moment. They're still operating in, and again, it's Slivka who's in the thick of everything all the time, trying to G everybody up around him. Tina Earnout will serve. Slivka the target. Good pass, slightly straight, but it opens up a long line set towards Kazmarek. Leon. Kovacic is just sat on the edge of the block. 3 up. Oh, 3 up from Poland. And when Leon is making the third blocker, life is going to be very, very difficult. Again, Slivka in the middle of everything here. Kovacic has dug everything. You can see why he's received the awards he has at international level. Chance to recycle through. Tight again, Leon, 2 in a row, but Kozumernik is there. Planinsic is looking towards Rokmosic, who puts the ball away. And then Kletsu is asking for some calm. I've been really impressed this evening by Yanni Kovacic. Best libero 2 years ago in the European Championships, but also in the VNL 2 months ago. And rightfully so, had a tremendous competition. Leon, front court receiver, gets it back one-on-one. Leon does not miss from there, does he? It's outstanding. They're trying to put the pressure on the pass of Leon. He responds well to that, and then he crushes one past Rokmosic. Slovenia have spent a lot of time hanging on the net at them throughout this game. Well, Čebulj and Mosic certainly off the net. Planinsic goes back to Rokmosic, but waiting for it is Janusz Slivka again, who's done a lot of setting this evening. Just pops one to Leon. That's 2 in a row for Wilfredo Leon. And in set 3, some of the stats to come your way. Slivka at 75% positive reception. 7 for Leon at 57%. And the attacking efficiency, not one player over 50% for Slovenia. And the passing stats, apart from Čebulj, not ideal either. Mosic with a big serve. Leon does well just to get his arms on it. Slivka again trying to put Leon into system or into some rhythm. Free ball. Poland managed to work through this. It's a jump pass in from Zatorski, trying to speed up the play. Slivka again on the turn. Leon blocked out. They're fighting here. It's exactly what they need to do. See if over time they can just grind Poland down. No approach to the ball from Leon, so he had to close step, turn and try and stay high. Tried to take on Planinsic to no avail. Another big serve. Rokmosic is coming to the party at the perfect time. Two in a row on Leon. And maybe if they can attack Leon, they can attack Poland. This time into the net from the youngster, but he's certainly done his job there. Brought a bit more belief back to this Slovenian lineup as Čebulj and Alden. Mosic almost 4 on the pass here for Leon's serve. Čebulj's in. Mosic is also doing a fair bit of work. Miss serve from them. Remember, he missed 3 in the opening set. Wilfredo Leon. 4 serves overall, 2 errors in the third set. He hasn't still caught that fire from the second. Čebulj also had a good run of serves in set 2, but same as the last serve from Mosic, just 3 in a row into the nets. Ace. Kowanowski. It's a great toss. hand wraps through the ball. Again, a good neutral position with the wrist means he can go either way. He turns it late, and Čebulj's being put on the floor. Scores are just tied though. Slovenia right in this early on. Grbić again not putting a foot wrong this evening. Sets a little bit wide from Planinsic. He's still trying to find his way, and Slivka. Well, that's been called against Slivka. Well, Slivka's agreeing with the referee now. He just had to find out what he's been called for. He's been called for a throw down to the floor, and he had no arguments with that. Well, maybe he was a bit disappointed, but in the end he ended up calming everybody else down, and I think they all look to Slivka here, Poland, so if he starts to get animated, everybody else might come with him. Again, pass into a good spot. Planinsic down on the side of Poland. Huber tries to get across. Just slightly too quick, too fast from Rok Mosic here. How does Mosic... Well, they're going to need him to come into this game and dominate Mosic. He has the ability. We've certainly seen it in small periods in this game. Slovenia by one here, but the Polish game is operating. The middle's back in with Huber. This time turns the ball with speed away from Kozemernik. It's a wider set, 3 meters to try and open up the gap between the two blockers. Straight down the line. Tina now has to go to 4. They've used that serve every time that Mosic is on the front court. They try and serve down the line to position 1. Over the top this time from Huber. God, he can almost stand and block there, Huber. And then the error comes on the wing. Was there a touch? Mosic says challenge. They all say challenge. Leon wants a handing call. It's all going on here. Block touch is what Slovenia are chasing. We're about to find out. Set defining point? I don't think so, but crucial in the build-up of pressure on Poland, absolutely. They need to fight for every ball, as Mateo Dzeko said, but keep the service pressure high. Poland have grown throughout this game. Well, this one must be a close one. Video challenge taking their time. Was there a touch on the way through? Kovacic and Leon all smiles. Okay, now we get a look. Great challenge off of Huber. Didn't give him anything there, Huber. Continuing out. The levels got better and better from Poland in this game. Passes on a sixpence there. Slivka. It had a bit of a few poor runs of passes in set 2, but You certainly got it back here throughout the latter stages, and Leon is not missing all night. Fantastic so far. Slovenia digging their heels in though. Planisic, it's a little bit out of rhythm here. Poland now chasing. Huber is absolutely distraught. Kovacic is in the perfect spot. There's a net touch called against the Slovenian blockers, and again Kazmarek is being told to come away from the first referee. Leon so high and open. I think they're after a lift, Poland, for an earlier phase in the rally. Leon's not getting involved in it. Tensions are so high here. Huber out the back. Slivka again the target. He's getting a lot of the ball chicken wing, but out the back. And they might have to rethink the strategy of going after Slivka. If he keeps stepping up on the float serve and popping the ball in perfectly, that's 2 in a row now. Karnowski can get into the game. But do you go near Leon when he's feeling like this? Because everything he touches is turning to gold at the moment. Poland by 1, brilliant again. Payek hardly put her foot wrong. They just have to keep him in the game as often as possible. We see him hit away from the body. Now we see him go back over to the left-hand side. Good range of angles. Leon now the target again. Chases on Leon from 5 meters back. Oh, it's a continuation. Well, I said everything he touched turned to gold, and there is proof. A continuation play down the line causes so many problems. And now Poland believe that this is theirs. Smiling. Maybe showboating a little bit. But let's see how this turns out. Leon again from the service line. Oh my word! And that might just be game over. Sensational. Leon strikes again from the service line. But I think he gets himself in the game. Leon again. 135 kilometers an hour from Leon. And Poland get a decision, and they're over the moon about it. Leon serving. 2 in a row. And we're just saying how Slivka's done more setting than an out, and that could be why. Mosic, now the wheels are starting to fall off here for Slovenia. Leon is absolutely flying. 3 in a row. And that's the thing with Leon, he might have missed his first 3, but look what happens when he does get the ball in. He causes all sorts of problems. Leon served 4 here. It's another rocket. 130 Ks this time. Cover, 3 blockers up and out now. Poland are digging everything. Leon through to 10, scores again. He goes straight to Kaczmarek for the applause, for the defensive play that led to it. Let's have another look for a big man. Kaczmarek got down so well, and Leon does the rest. Off of Pajenk, he has the height advantage and slaps one off the hands and out of play. And Leon has dominated, and he's dominating again here. Rok Mosic. Now Leon's playing defense. Slivka. See you later. Poland don't look like losing this evening. This run of serves from Leon the catalyst for Poland pulling away. Slivka, a leader's performance so far this evening. And not even the timeout stops him. It's 1-2-3 this time. It's a little bit of pace off the serve after the timeout, but it's still causing so many problems. All good things must come to an end, though. Kołanowski gets shut down. Fornell replacing the spectacular Leon. He's come up trumps on the big occasion, Leon here. Slivka passing off. Now he has to try and find some sort of solution. He goes straight to the line towards Mosic and hands up and over. Kołanowski beaten again by Pajenk. That's a good break, and Poland have to keep their finger on the pulse at the moment. Can't allow Slovenia back into this. Slivka again pinching in to help in the middle with a front court setter. Service incoming, very close to the baseline. The foot fault, I think the line judge gave it. Poland still by 5 then. They have been so strong since they cut those errors. 12 errors in the first set, and since then they have dominated. But Tina and out off the net has just made one of the swings of the day so far. Again, Kołanowski puts them under pressure. Block stays down, and they might just regret that. Passing off the net, Slivka having to chase. He gets blocked. Zatorski on the run, gets his hands up. Second chance. Slivka certainly does go to Slivka. Slovenia are doing everything they can back there in every action. Can they hang on? Yes. Now they get their chance to counter. Phenomenal from Slovenia. 3 or 4 defensive plays. They had to be patient for their opportunity here. They're bringing the service pressure now. Timeout Poland. Maybe there's one last opportunity here. Can they give Slovenia the energy they need to have a go at Poland? It's a good timeout from Grbić that brings the Pajek service error. Will we see Leon again? You think if they can make a couple of plays with Slivka on the front, then they might just give the extra rest to Leon, but let's see. 2 up, and that might just be it. Any chance of Slovenia coming back? Kazmarek all over it. Čebulj with the pass slightly off. Planinsic. Ball's not quite there for an out. A little bit low and inside. It's Janusz in the thick of it now. Janusz serving. Passes off the net. Planinsic high and wide. Straight down. Slivka points straight to the bench. He's had a marvellous evening. Looking at the hitter the whole way. Closing the block. And the fans are celebrating already. Service short on Kozmernik again. They've used that serve every time he's on the front court to try and take him out of the offense as well. But this time, Čebulj scores and it's 4 away. Poland, we already know they're a force to be reckoned with. But after losing the opening set, they really took control of this one. Huber, good cover. Look, they're still putting their bodies on the floor, even at 5 up in the 4th leading, and they get the block because of it. The intensity that they're playing with at the moment, the care they have over their performance, the unity and togetherness is all there for Poland. Huber. Gets across with Slivka. Leon back on the front court. Serve to position 1. We see their serve all the time with Mosic at position 4. It's worked really well for Poland, that tactic this evening as well. Now it does go to Mosic. The set is tight, fast and inside. This time it's higher, completely different set for Mosic, but he can work it from there. The first one, far too tight, so just to keep the ball alive is a job well done from Rok Mosic. Poland 3 points away from making their first final since 2009 after defeats 2 years or 2 EuroVolleys in a row against Slovenia. That's one error from Leon. We haven't seen one of those for a while. That's how good he's been this evening. One of his absolute best performances. We are seeing the best of Wilfredo Leon, that's for sure. Ball's in system, slightly off the net though, as Leon stays high. Kovacic has had another incredible evening in a Slovenian shirt. And they're looking for the error here. No touch. Čebulj knows it this time. No challenge. 2 away now. Tino Ronaldo, last chance, surely. And he is a hero. Expect big things in these situations from Tino Ronaldo. It's an ace at the perfect time. And maybe there's hope. Tino Ronaldo again. Foot's very close, and it has overstepped the line. Polish team going absolutely crazy there. His father, Adolf, a volleyballing legend, but his brother also played in Italy, and his other brother, Andrea, played in Berlin as well. Volleyballing family. Front court receiver, serve, 2 away now for Poland. High ball. Slivka again in the right position. Off the hands and out of play. Kaczmarek leads Poland to match point here in Rome. Well, the crowd are on their feet as Poland serve for the match. They're going to have a big opportunity here. Slivka, who's done a lot of the setting tonight, goes straight to Leon. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And Leon, who's hardly been stopped all evening, gets put straight back on the floor. Still 3. Match points for Poland. Service, Satorski off the net. Janusz flips it to Kaczmarek. There you have it. Poland are through to the European Championship final for the first time since 2009, when they claimed their first and only European title. A fabulous performance after losing the opening set with 12 errors. They were sensational. Leon with a top performance, Slivka, Huber, Kaczmarek as well. A real team performance from Poland, who look together throughout as an entire squad, have just made their way to the EuroVolley 2023 final. And have a look, as a world-class roster, loving every single moment of this journey together. And the fans enjoying every moment with them. Two brothers from club level performing for Poland, as Kletsu will feel gutted that he will not be coaching in his first European final, but his time will come. Slovenia's time will come again as well in the European Championships. Poland finally get their own back on Slovenia for the last two EuroVolley semi-finals. The loss in Ljubljana 4 years ago that meant that Slovenia went to Paris, and the loss 2 years ago in the Final Four. Well, that was in Katowice underneath Vital Heinen, and now under Grbić. Poland get their own back, looking for the double after the VNL victory. You have to think the blend of this side, where it feels like Slivka is really leading it. Kurek a leader on the side as well, but not on the court at the moment, as Kazmarek has got that opposite role and doing a fine job of it with Janusz, the captain of Zaksa. The likes of Huber, who was there last year as well. But a real squad effort